Welcome back to another Reflection Wednesday, and boy, do you and I need to talk. Okay? We've got some issues going on. I'm gonna turn the heater on because it's cold. It's cold. Colder than. I'm not gonna say some things, but maybe I shouldn't. First off, okay, you gotta get your desk in order, okay? It's organized, it's cleaned, everything. You got fabric on the floor, though, and you've got some more craft stuff all over your desk. Like, ma'am, what we doing here, okay? What is all of this craft stuff on your desk? Huh? You can't clean up after yourself after you make a craft? Huh? Ma'am. Seriously. Look, okay, I get it. Okay, I'm gonna get up and do this. You don't usually do this on Reflection Wednesdays, but I feel like this is necessary. Okay, because you made something yesterday, and ma'am, what were you thinking? Okay, first off, you didn't even use thread. You used fabric glue on the whole thing. You just glued all of it. Okay? Talk about ordering from Wish instead of Amazon. Okay? You made a Wish project, okay? I mean, don't get me wrong. Fabric glue holds really well. Okay? Let me get this out for you. Yes, I'm gonna back up and let them see that fabric on the floor. Okay? Ma'am. What is going on here? Okay? First off, I'm not gonna lie. These aren't that bad. I mean, you can pull it apart a little bit and see where the glue is, or where it dried, or the fabric wasn't quite setting on each other. Look, you already got some issues going on, ma'am. What is this? Okay, but look, okay, you got a string to tighten it already, okay, and then you have this flap to cover it. First off, this flap, this button needed to go down farther, and look at that, you only got one strap, and it's going sideways. I feel like you were probably better off just putting it like this. But you know what? You wanted a book bag thing, and I guess you kind of got it. We're gonna just put it on your desk that you need to clean up. Okay. So get that situated. Close your room door. Your bed's not made. Look. It's not made. What is this? You usually clean your stuff. I will say that you got up this morning and you went upstairs, almost immediately had to go deal with the claims office as soon as you woke up today. So I can't fault you too much, but you still should have made your bed when you woke up, when you got your husband out of bed. Okay, you had time in between there. When you got up, when your husband got up and went to the bathroom, you had time to make that bed. Okay, you didn't immediately go and do claims. That's why you're doing a video out here instead of in there, because you just didn't make your bed. Okay, you have to stay on track. You have to keep going. You have to keep your schedule going. Okay, it's just because if you don't, then what are we doing here? I don't know. What are we doing here, I guess? I don't know. But you have to keep going. Matter of fact, yesterday, I will say that I am pretty dang proud of you for yesterday, though, because you went on to your thing And first off, let's point out the fact that this video was really late because you had to go out and do all these things. But back on track. Yesterday, you went and you looked through all your stuff and you figured out, hey, there's some emails that aren't getting into your email subscriptions because they made it to your funnel and they just didn't make it into your autoresponders for some reason. So you manually move them over. And yes, you have permission to move their emails over because they opted in. They put their email in the box. They gave you permission with their email. So now they have their email in. You are also... Let's take a minute to reflect on the fact that ever since Saturday happened, you've been kind of just everywhere. And I'm not saying everywhere where, like, you're freaking out and you don't know where you're going and you don't know what to do and all this other stuff. No, I mean, you've had to literally talk to people about the car accident that your mother-in-law was in. You've had to talk to insurance, claims, get a hold of an interpreter so they can talk to your mother-in-law because she, even though she speaks English perfectly well, she doesn't understand it all that often, that well. So she would much rather speak to somebody who can also speak Khmer because you can only do so much speaking broken English because you don't speak any Khmer. And you're learning Japanese, and those aren't the same language at all. They're not. Japanese and Cambodian are different, along with English and everything else. I mean, you tried learning Spanish. You knew Spanish pretty well at one point, and then now you don't because you don't ever use it. So... I don't know how long you want this Reflection Wednesday to be because this whole week has been kind of a blur since last Wednesday. There's really not much other than you really need to get up and exercise more, okay? You sit down pretty much all day to focus on your work and your hips hurt when you do stand up. So you need to... Instead of feeling like an 80-year-old woman, you need to get up and walk around, do some stretches, something. Get some blood flowing, because you can't just be sitting here. It's not good for you. But there's not really much I can really think of to reflect on, because there has been so much that has happened just on the car accident in general. Like, you have to go and call a lawyer tomorrow, and you've never talked to a lawyer. I mean, you've talked to one, but never for an actual claim. Your extent with talking to lawyers is, when you were on the jury, that was your extent. Talking to lawyers when you basically were like, you know, you just started, this your first case, even though you lost, you did really well. You know, you went, you stated all the facts clearly, you went, you know, I wish you luck in all your future cases. That's about the extent. And it wasn't anything to say about the case that you were having to sit through and that they were doing. It wasn't anything about that. It was basically about their performance in the courtroom, with it being like their first case. So, yeah, they're doing quite well, and she's probably gone on and done more cases since then, because that was what, back in I want to say August, maybe? I don't even know. I don't even remember. But, so you have to call the lawyer tomorrow. You have to, get a rental car Friday, and they won't extend it again, because they already extended it for last time today. So, they're just out 2 days, I guess. Because you called claims today. So, now that, you are doing all of this, now you know what to do in the future if anything like this happens, or when you do become successful and you do need to get a lawyer just to cover legal stuff for, like, I don't even know. I can't even think about it right now, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm you and you're me and we're fine. We're in this together and we're gonna figure it out. We're going to figure it out. But yes. So, but yes, so you're gonna get it done. You're gonna know at least a little bit about lawyers when you deal with these ones, because they're injury lawyers, they're car accident lawyers and stuff. So they're not going to be like in on like a bunch of other stuff. But yes. I have to go talk to my aunt-in-law. Okay. So we're going to end this Reflection Wednesday here, because you are kind of just rambling on now about the car accident and things we've already talked about, kind of, in Monday and Tuesday. And so there's not really much to reflect on, because you can't really, your mind hasn't been functioning all that well on things, but you can reflect on the fact that you figured some stuff out about work, that you figured out how to manually move over emails and stuff for what you need to do. But, yeah, other than that, invest in yourself, because you are the very best person you can invest in. Stocks, real estate, gold, silver. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.